Say, well, Africa must wake up, sleeping sons of Jacob, for what tomorrow may bring. May a better day come. Yesterday we were kings, can you tell me, young ones, who are we today? Yeah, Lord, well, Africa sons of Jacob, for what
Do you mind if I film?
No, no.
What's your name, sir?
Seth.
Seth, nice to meet you, Seth.
Nice to meet you. I've lived here since '89. My parents moved out here. My father used to run the Warfield in the Fillmore, which they're the pretty big. Bill Graham Presents is a pretty big enterprise here. And then I got into video games when I was 16. I started making video games, and I made video games all the way until 2008. And in 2008, all of a sudden, work was hard to find. It is a little tough. I mean, when I was working, my rent was like $2,800 a month. And I mean, I was making 125K a year, and I still couldn't survive well. 125K a year, you should be living very, very well. This town specifically. I don't know. I mean, I think this place draws a lot of enterprising adults. I mean, the Silicon Valley is an incredible amenity, an incredible resource, and I think the rest of the economy here has risen to the occasion, So, even though I was making a lot of money, it was almost as if I was living in Kansas and making minimum wage, I would say that because I've lived in San Francisco, I haven't died. San Francisco's got a great food program. I can eat in the morning and in the afternoon. If I don't make money here, he and I go once a week to get him food. So he's taken care of, and I'm taken care of. Ultimately, it's just there's other issues, you know what I mean? Like sleeping inside. I try to make enough money so that he and I can sleep inside as often as possible, and that's usually about $20-25 a night. And then I'm sober. I don't drink. You know what I mean? The unemployment, the whole recession, and then the limit cuts were brutal. I mean, I was living off of unemployment for a year, and you're promised 99 weeks. That's almost 2 years. And at what is it? At 59, 60 weeks, they cut us, and that was last June. And since then, I don't have family. I don't have any support system that would, that would basically help me out right now. So I ended up here. I sleep outside. I've got a friend who will let me stash my stuff during the day so that he and I can try to make some money. But if not for that, I don't know what I do. Not know what I do. But again, it's not to say that San Francisco hasn't provided for me. I don't want to ever say that, that I've been abandoned by society. I'm gonna get, I've considered getting a really, a normal job, and I've tried to, but my skill set is all high tech. Yeah, trying to get I was laughed at when I went to Starbucks. They said, you don't have a single, I'm 34 years old. You're overqualified. It's weird, like I've noticed out here, people will give money freely to people who are totally destitute looking.
Exactly.
If you look like you're just trashed out, people will money. But because I look somewhat capable, there's a resentment for you. And I kind of understand where they're coming from. I hate, I remember the way I was when I had all the money in the world, and I would walk around and I'd see people on the street and go, why don't you just do this? And it's just, until you're here, the leap, making that leap of, from destitute to, independent again, it's quite, Herculean, it's a lot tougher than I ever imagined, It took so long for me to just be able to sit here and ask for money.
Robbing, you're not stealing.
No, I couldn't. I'm too much of a pussy. I could never do it. I'd like to say it's like some nobility in me, but I'm just too scared about the consequences,
Man, well, I wish you all the luck.
What's your name?
My name's Ian McPherson. I'll give you a card.
Okay.
I'll put it on YouTube. If you're happy to be in there,
Yeah.
What's your full name?
Seth Karras.
Seth?
Seth, S-E-T-H,
Yeah.
and the last name is C-A-R-U-S. Seth Karras.
Karras. Thanks, Seth, man.
Thank you, Ian.
Well, I hope you get through. What do you think about Obama? You think he's going to change this, or can he?
I think he's trying. I think he's aware of what's going on. There's a lot of problems in this country right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of issues. We've got our ecology that's being attacked. Our economy was already in the pot. He's trying to fix the whole military situation, which is a whole nother. He did inherit a legacy of bad debt.
Yeah. It's a lot of clearing up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Seth, man, great to speak to you. I hope you get a good meal from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if I see you about.
Be safe, okay?
You too, man.
All right,
bye-bye.
Thanks again.